All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, everybody. Oh, my bad. Hang on. Alarm's going off. There we go. All right, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're in the States. If not, I hope most of you, if not all of you, did actually stay off those charts during that week. I know there was a week in between now and Thanksgiving, but that's kind of what we're going over this week, and it's called time away, right? So these last 2 weeks, not only did I take some time away from, being with you guys, giving you these live lessons, but I took time away from the charts, especially during those holiday times. So while I did that, it gave me the idea to make sure that, all of you are doing the same as I, not trading when the market conditions are not proper, okay? So moving straight into it, when to take a break. And this can be one of the most difficult things for any trader to do. And especially when it may seem by missing a day, you are screwing yourself over in the long run because there might be a win, right? I know we've all had that same exact thought. You look at the chart for the day and you're like, ah, man, I know the market closes, halfway through the day, but I might still get a win today, so I'm going to trade anyways. Now, that just doesn't make sense, guys. We're probability traders, right? And I want you to kind of take that statement that I just said, probability traders, right? Anytime you think, oh, I'm a day trader, I want you to say you're a probability trader, right? It's essentially the same thing, but when you add that word probability, as we've talked about a lot in these last few weeks prior to Thanksgiving, right? We've gone over how important it is to stay consistent, because without the consistency, we can't get our win rate to work for us. And this is what that goes into, taking time away. So let's go over these quadrants real quick, right? Weekends. Most of you, if you're trading futures, Forex, stocks, anything like that, you're almost forced to take a break on the weekend, right? Market's just generally not open. Crypto. I know there's probably a lot of crypto traders out there. You are able to trade on the weekends. And I did trade crypto for quite a while. And I'm gonna be honest, I found not only was the market just not as good, it's going to be all right here and there, but you need that time to rest, guys. If you're trading 5 days a week, remember, you may not be on the chart for a whole 8 hours. I pray you are not on the charts for a whole 8 hours. You never should be, right? But even if it's 4 hours, right? When you get to the weekend, you should just take a break. Most of you are probably working a job on top of trading. That should be your time to relax, not your time to hope you can make a little extra money, because what's going to happen? Most likely you're going to lose, because that's not in the highest probability set time frame. And then you're going to go into the week on a loss that shouldn't have happened. This is terrible for us mentally, and it's terrible for us financially, right? So next you got after hours trading. Again, very similar to the weekend and very similar to holidays as well. It's just this is not the best time for us to be trading, guys. We should not be trading when volume is low. And remember, we're worried about the next 100 to 1,000 trades. So by missing one to take a break, right? Whether it's after hours, holidays, sick days, anything like this, weekends, especially when the market's not suitable, it can aid you in the long run. We're not worried about this week's profit. We're not worried about next week. We're not worried about this month. We're worried about the next 100 to 1,000 trades. Even if you're only getting a few trades a month, you want to see that long-term profitability, so you have to be in a long-term mindset. So moving in holidays, right? As I said before, we just went through a holiday, a U.S. holiday, but again, most of us are trading U.S. indices or exchanges rather. So if you're trading a U.S. exchange, even if you're not in the U.S., guess what? It's still gonna suck for you, just like it would for us. So again, avoid these times. And then sick days. This is dissimilar to the other ones in the fact that the market itself is not going to be poor, but you are going to be at a poor level of taking action, right? So just like a regular job, guys, if you are sick, you're not going to be there all the way. Your mental capacity is going to be much lower, right? We're not going to be aware. We might even wake up late. Anything like this is going to affect our day, and it only takes one mistake. You should all know this by now. It only takes one mistake to really mess it up for you. Maybe that's missing a trade. Oh, you're supposed to take 3 trades in a day. You missed one of them. Well, do you take the next 3? Do you only take the next 2? Oh, well, that one you missed would have put you at a win for the day, but instead, all these things that we can come up with. but why not just do it right? Why not just say, oh, I'm sick today, I'm going to step away from the charts, is what it is. As difficult as that may be, you have to do it. You have to develop that type of mindset that this is a job. We work Monday through Friday. We don't work weekends. We don't work after the market's closed, after the office is shut down, and if we're sick, we call out, right? We do not force ourselves to trade, just like we wouldn't force a trade if we were well. Again, easy rule of thumb. Trading is a job. So what days would you not go to work? Ask yourself, what days would you not go to work? When you're sick, when it's a holiday, when the office is closed. It's the same thing with trading, okay, guys? Making sure that everybody, gets in that mindset of it's okay to take a break. Moving on, go over why taking a break is beneficial, right? Why to take breaks. We did, I kind of covered it just a second ago, but sometimes you're going to be looking at the charts on a day for whatever reason that you didn't trade, right? Maybe it was a sick day, maybe it was a holiday, anything like this, and you're going to see your setup in it won. It's going to happen. It is inevitable. It just is, right? If any day that it was a crappy day and there was a 100% lose rate, right? Then why wouldn't you just take the opposite, right? Hopefully you understand kind of what I'm saying here, right? But really it's just there are going to be days that you missed that you would have won. Is what it is. But ultimately it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It goes back to what I was saying. We're looking long-term, 100 to 1,000 trades. And I know you're going to be looking at your P&L and you're going to be saying, man, I could have really used that win. And sometimes, sure, you could have been closer to a payout. You could have been closer to your target account value, passing a evaluation account. All of these thoughts are rooted in short-term thinking. We are not short-term thinkers, guys. We are long-term thinkers, just like we are long-term day traders or probability traders, right? And to kind of I want to just reinforce this point. Think of a coin flip. If you flip it 100 times, do it 1,000 times, do it 10,000 times, right? The greater the amount of flips, it's going to be close at 50-50. I'm sure you've all heard this. But what I want you to think about is, if you get to that 10,000 flips and you miss 10 of them, is it going to change your total amount? Probably not. I can almost guarantee you not. Even if all 10 were wins, out of those 10,000, that's 1 out of 1,000, right? It's nothing. Nothing. But on the other side, if it gets to be 1,000 out of those 10,000, that's 10%. Now it matters. So how do we differentiate that? Well, that's the difference between being lazy and taking a break, right? So don't think that this is your call to action to say, oh, I woke up a little late, I don't feel like trading, I'm not going to trade. No, it is still a job. You may not feel like going to work, but you have to go to work. If you're not sick, if it's not a holiday, any of these things, even if you wake up a little late, freshen up, wake up, try and get locked in as best you can, but you have to go to work. Okay, guys? 10, 20, 30, even 100. Even 100 out of 10,000, that's only 1%, right? But the more breaks that you take just because you don't want to go to work, now it starts to impact, okay? So kind of giving you an opposite inverse of, when it's okay to take a break, when it's not. But, kind of like this slide says, we are athletes. We're mental athletes, right? We have to show up. We have to get the work done, but we can't push ourselves to the point that it's negative. Okay, guys? I'm hoping this is all making sense. Now, I'm going to conclude it here just with the last little message, and I got it written right in front of you. Remember, we are athletes. Like I was just saying, we're mental fighters who must remain calm and collected during these times of drawdown and stable during times of growth. Very, very important that you understand both concepts. It's very easy to say, oh, when I take a loss, I have to be cool about it. It's a lot harder to say when I take 10 really good wins, I can't instantly double my risk. That's harder because you're going to be in a sense where, oh, hey, I'm gonna double it because I'm making so much and it's gonna keep doing this. That's just not real. Okay? Just like taking breaks, just like staying calm and collected, just like knowing it's not time to double your risk when you get a good little win streak, these are all temptations. They are trader temptations. Never let yourself fall into these. Okay, guys? So I'm gonna end it there. I wanted to keep this one nice and short and sweet. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them for me, right? And again, I want to say, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you did have a good time over the break. We are going to be picking up right on the same schedule we had before the holidays, every Thursday at 1:30. Okay, guys? Reality, you got anything?
Very good, very good. Thank you, Landon, as always. Very good. Anybody got any questions, guys? Flock A's typing, Paul's typing. Basically, summary: discipline is the greatest skill anyone can possess, I think is what Chief Flock A's trying to say.
Yep, I'm seeing that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, again, I try to reiterate the same points, little by little every week, guys, and that is consistency is key. We have to make sure that we're always in the same headspace. But I've only taken. Sorry, I'm reading something. Yeah, I don't know if I assume you're in the live stream, Jigsaw. Taking those weeks off, it's important. And I didn't touch on this, so I'll kind of go back real quick. I don't think I have it written down anywhere here, but yeah, another thing that's very important is regardless of weekends, after hours, holidays, sick days, like any of these big common life interruptions, you're gonna have uncommon life interruptions. Me personally, I was moving out of the place that I was living into a new place, and it was a headache, to say the least. It was a real big headache, and I ended up trading through it. And not only was it a headache, but the market was not helping me. And I ended up losing a lot on the accounts that I had, to where I'm just now getting back to break even. So to give you guys a real life example, I had taken out a payout back in July, and I was ready to start scaling up some more through August. But that was at the same time that I was moving and going through all this, personal life shit, pretty much. And it just ended up being that in a month where I should have won, I lost. And then a month that should have probably been break even, I lost. And then a month that was, pretty rough, for me at least, I lost even worse than I should. So I had 3 months back to back where I lost when I was ready to scale, all because I didn't just take time away. And this was recent. So don't think that once you get it once, that it's there forever. These are things we have to always practice, right? And what did I learn from that? Well, I said, you know what? I'm not trading during Thanksgiving break. Cool. Not going to trade. I didn't trade Wednesday. I didn't trade Thursday or Friday of that Thanksgiving week. And I haven't been trading Fridays during December, just because that's an extra day of the weekend where I can take some time off. And I know generally in December it's not going to be great, so I take that time away for myself. I'll pick it back up in January. Okay, guys? Stuff like this where you just have to kind of adopt it to your own life. It's not going to be, a one size fits all. Sometimes you need to take a break off, or a week off, like Jigsaw was saying. If you have stuff, if you're going on holiday, I can't express this enough. Do not bring your laptop when you go on holiday, or if you go on vacation. It is not worth it. If you go on vacation, you should go on vacation. Okay, guys? Do not bring your laptop. Do not bring your computer. Don't, trade from your phone. It's ridiculous. It's not necessary. I promise you, you're not going to make 100R in that week that you're on vacation. It's just going to make it worse. I'm going to read. Jigsaw says, I'm fortunate that I can dedicate literally all my time to trading. I'm in a very lucky position that I can do that. I have no job to distract me at all, bar all the dogs and cats. Yeah, that's great, Jigsaw. For a while, that's exactly how I was. I ended up finding that I needed something to occupy my time, so that's how I got into cooking. But if you're able to dedicate all your time into trading and still enjoy yourself outside of that, I say go for it, right? I think trading should be an avenue for everybody to do the things they want to and not have it be another inhibitor on their life that just stresses them out. See, we got anything on the live stream side of things, Reality?
Yep, Aiken says so good and gave 2 hearts.
Thank you, Aiken. Right. Perfect. Well said, Landon. All right. Thank you guys. And I did want to give just a minor little shout out to a friend of mine. He's been helping me out recently. If you guys are at all interested in like a music or poetry type page on TikTok, it's ALXDR, right? Nothing to do with trading or anything. Just a little TikTok page from a really good friend of mine. He's been starting up. If you want to go support him, ALXDR. Okay, guys? Anyways, I'm going to call it there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Remember, we still have tomorrow to trade. If you are, like I said, I personally am not because it's Friday. Don't trade on the weekends. Don't trade if you're sick. Okay, guys? I don't think we have any holidays other than New Year's coming up. But calling it there. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Appreciate you, Landon. Thank you.
All
right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. We will be back tomorrow morning at 6:30, or I mean at 6 a.m. for the live stream. Hope to see you all there. As always, guys, stay consistent out there.